You are now listening to the Pour Horsemen podcast.
But pouring up is a lifestyle.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Pour Horsemen.
Also subscribe to Apple and our Spotify podcast,
The Pour Horsemen.
Let's get it.
Oh,
yeah. How you doing, Mr. Biggs? What the hell
Hello
is
there.
going on?
we can't. That is not.
What you mean, what's going on?
Kelly's telling me
That you're sleeping with another one just because.
No, we don't sing it part.
Well, if you're not
Pull the mic,
sleeping
pull the
with
mic.
her, what?
So T, I see you got a. Well, first off, we hadn't seen. Round of applause for T. We hadn't seen her in about 3 weeks. What has been new in your world right now? Episode 163 of the Pour Horsemen
wow,
podcast.
you finally know it.
Because when Casey walked in, I looked on my phone at that moment. So, so what's been new with you? What's going on?
Absolutely nothing. Everything has been the same.
Okay.
I don't have anything to update you guys. I'm just very happy to be here. Thank you for having me. Ladies and gentlemen,
we are not happy anymore.
Okay.
We are not.
That's fine.
Nah, so it looks like you're pouring up shots.
I am.
Okay.
I'm just pouring
Okay.
up shots of tequila with friends because
Because we're friends.
that's what I like to start my podcast off with. You know, we're gonna start a new position. A
And
tradition.
shout out to Tequila
That's what
with
she
Friends. You know, shout out to Mr. Brandon Scott and the Bruz, because I know they getting ready to turn up for homecoming here this weekend. Most places are having a homecoming this weekend.
Hey,
So
you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And we're gonna talk about TSU's homecoming also. So let's get into our first topic of the night after this shot. So what are we cheersing to? What's going on?
Cheers
Cheers to TSU. TSU.
That's what we're choosing to.
Life TSU. Cheers to T being here
I
today.
ain't go there, but
T
So,
being here today.
Cheers.
appreciate y'all. Cheers.
Damn, I ain't ready for the shot.
You got it.
Casey, take the shoe. Why is Casey making that face?
Shit.
You good?
it's a Thursday.
We plex.
We plexed.
When the last time you had a shot?
It's been a minute.
On a Thursday?
No, you probably had shots when
In
you
the
went to
United
Cabo,
States.
right? You didn't take no shots
Oh,
there?
that was Cabo, but
Yeah,
then
so
I
2
did
weeks
that
ago.
cleanse.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
did
did
do
a
that cleanse. Yeah, well, you got kids tomorrow. You need to be good
I'm just
stewards
holding
of. So, all right, let's get into homecoming. It's homecoming weekend for TSU, and I asked y'all in the group chat, who is homecoming for? Is it for the students on campus, or is it for people like myself who would be coming
Alumni.
home for alumni?
let-
Who is homecoming for?
Let our HBCU advocate.
Essentially, the administration will say it's for alumni because they come back, they donate, they they have activities for students and alumni, but they gear all of the school activities towards the alumni. Or like just try to showcase, hey, look
What's happening.
Look what's happening. Look at what we built. They try to make sure the band is A1. They try to make sure all the shows are A1. They try to make sure the fucking press box is clean. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So they gear everything towards the alumni.
Why don't
so
they
can
make sure the
donate.
football team wins?
Exactly.
I mean, what?
Wait. Isn't it? I don't know. I went to.
That's
Yeah,
it.
so
That's any
let
school.
everybody can tell.
That's
So
every school,
where
though.
did you go to school again, T?
LSU.
And I went to OU, which LSU beat us in the 04 national
2003,
championship,
2004 national championship,
which was
yes, thank
so
you very much.
which hurt so bad. So we went to
Nigga,
what's
this shot
called.
hurt so bad.
So we went to what's called PWIs,
Yes.
or a primary white institution. Homecomings ain't the same.
It's
I
not the
went
same.
to
You went to
the whitest.
whites. Yeah, yours is just.
I went to Southwestern Christian University.
Yeah, you just went to a
It was
white
an
school.
NAIA D1.
Yeah, you don't really have homecoming. Like,
Nah, they tell me, first off, they don't even got my email. They can't send me nothing. Like I don't care about any being alumnus, nothing. Like his brother is the head coach there. I rep them because he's there. Outside of that, I don't. Matter of fact, when his brother was the assistant coach at our rival school, MacU, I showed up to the school in their colors.
You did.
And our head coach was pissed off. And I was like, well, my allegiance is not here. It's with my partners. But when he came back, I started wearing the SCU blue again.
So you really don't have a homecoming experience.
Hell no, I'm a foster child.
So T, you have a PWI homecoming experience. I would imagine you've also went to HBCU homecomings because I have.
I never did.
Whoa, I have. Okay, and then of course JC, you TSU Pride.
Yeah, you never went to Southern? Homecoming?
No, first of all, I don't ever go anywhere. I've never even been to LSU homecoming like since I graduated. So that's different. But I do know that among the Black alumni and the current students, there is like a big homecoming tradition there.
Yeah, I think homecoming at Black schools is almost like a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Homecoming at white schools, it's really just a bunch of microaggressions. I mean, like
and it's really just football.
But not really.
Just football.
Homecoming is
Yeah.
the whole
Not really.
purpose
Like
is
we'll
football.
go to U of H, and U of H is kind of
U of H
diverse.
is not. Yeah, it's not a PWI.
But you'll have your frat, and y'all make it feel like
but it's not the same.
It's not the same. But you'll have your little corner of
I've been to
Black
Southern's.
excellence.
I've been to Southern's homecoming. I always go to the Bayou Classic, which is kind of a homecoming also.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
Why you never take us to OU, Texas?
That's what I'm saying.
OU
When y'all
Texas,
have
that's
those,
not homecoming.
I know, but when
that's
y'all
like a
have
big-ass
those,
game. I
that
never
feels like
I do go to OU Texas every other year, mostly.
when we went and watched the game 2 years ago.
Yeah,
like
when
y'all,
OU played.
it was just y'all little partners, but it was like y'all. That's what it's about.
Because that's the only Black people at the school.
Exactly. And then when
So
y'all
we-
do the
we-
OU Texas thing,
Yeah,
that
that's
shit
different.
is live.
OU Texas, I would say, other than Auburn, Alabama, and maybe Florida, Georgia, is it? What's the game that they have in Jacksonville? The cocktail party.
Ain't that
That's
the Florida
State.
State?
Florida State.
That's Florida
Yeah.
State.
Okay. So that, and then USC, UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much better than those 4 or 5 games
Michigan, Ohio
in the
State.
world. The only problem with Michigan, Ohio State is they don't play at a neutral site.
Oh, that's
I'm talking
true.
about the games
Neutral
that play at neutral sites.
Mhm.
Like, Alabama, Auburn, they play in Atlanta. OU, Texas, they play in Dallas. Florida State, they play in Jacksonville. Like those neutral site games, bro, they're nuts.
I'll say this though. I remember when Keelan was like 3 or 4, like he was like young, and like I think the first time I met you,
I took y'all out.
He took us to Buffalo Wild Wings for the OU Texas game. He
Yeah.
was like, hey, yeah.
You know how to talk. I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah.
And we probably spent like $500 there.
He was like, everything, you know? I was like, for real? I was like, shit. Keelan was just eating chicken wings.
Yeah, like I would say, and now T, maybe from your perspective, the Sugar Bowl is crazy. Like just LSU
That's
is
a home game.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. So that's what I was gonna ask.
Automatic.
And who plays? What's it?
The Sugar Bowl.
The Sugar Bowl is
a
it's a bowl
playoff.
game.
Bowl
It's a
game.
bowl
But it's in
game.
New
Right,
Orleans.
right.
But
It's New Orleans.
Right.
And typically,
Right.
like so many years that I can remember, LSU was in that game.
They
Like,
were.
when we played, and sometimes it ends up being the national championship game. So when LSU played Alabama in 2013 and they never crossed the 50-yard line, that was the Sugar Bowl.
It sure was.
That was crazy.
What year were you?
What is
If
that?
you don't mind me.
Why you asking C?
Yeah, you always
personal questions.
Damn,
breaking the
Y'all heard-
rules
y'all
on
heard
the
me?
pod. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't no
She was there
goddamn
2016
I
to
was-
2021. What you
Exactly. I
doing?
just
Come on,
graduated
man.
last year.
She's a recent grad.
All right.
What's wrong with you?
I just happen to know things from the
He
past.
owed you low key though. He owed like you 5 years. You got 5 years to graduate.
Look, we all took 5 years.
Super duper senior.
Everybody took 5 years to
For
graduate. Well, I didn't. I
but shout out-
graduated on time.
Hey, shout out TSU though. I
No.
won't make it this year. I wanted to go to the tailgate, but I ain't been in years. I ain't been in like 4 or 5 years. But I want to go back to tailgate. So PV not having their home.
Not at all. Yeah, they
Why?
because of COVID.
Yeah. Like some people ain't
That's
having
stopping
their shit.
people
Yeah.
I mean,
in Texas?
it
Yeah.
shouldn't
That's
be.
crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It
I'm
shouldn't
really
be.
shocked. Like,
So they not having theirs. So you'll find them at the TSU festivities.
they're not having the festivities. The game is still going
No,
on.
they still having parties. My little homie Hustle over
Yeah,
there.
he having a big one.
they
Yeah,
doing-
he said free every day. Yeah, because he
They
know he
doing
gonna make that
parties.
money. Yeah, they throwing
Yeah,
parties.
they throwing parties for
yeah,
sure.
but PV they said no homecoming.
They got events on campus.
And
Yeah.
events on campus. So
Our
a lot of
producer
shit is
go there
going
now.
on.
Yeah. Yard
So
Fest.
who does TSU play then? Because I know they're gonna play the Drake TSU again. Who they play? North American. How much are they gonna get beat by?
What's this North American?
So they're not a real
What the
school.
hell is that?
They're not even a real school.
That's a Bishop
They're
Sycamore.
NAIA football school.
What's NAIA
Bishop
football school?
Sycamore.
The North American in Stafford.
What the?
That's who
fuck is
TSU is
that?
playing.
What? I know. Well, is it a
Wait.
prep school?
They play at Stafford High School.
Yes.
Wait,
They play.
Who's Prairie View's playing this team?
No,
Wait.
TSU is.
TSU's playing this team.
who's
It's probably
Who's
a
doing
new.
this?
It's probably a new program, and they.
North American University.
wait?
Yeah. I
Okay,
know.
now
I know
if
exactly
they-
what
if
type
they-
of program
is
that
this
is.
If they lose, no, they're
They,
just.
no, that's why they schedule them
We
so
got to
they can.
repeat this.
They're like
because our
Sam
listeners
Houston.
Can't hear
Okay,
this.
so let me repeat what he said. So, both of our producers
Are from the TSU.
are from TSU, and TSU is playing a school called North American University.
That sounds like the dean.
That sound like a conference.
No, the dean is the guy who's
That's
like,
not a
hey,
conference.
you sitting on your couch. Come on, man. He the dean of
It's not
students.
hard.
So they're playing a school called North American University, and I'm telling you right now, if TSU loses this game next week when we come on the pod, it's all slander. We tried to slander TSU the other day, and people got on me in the comments. They were like, "Oh, you can't talk about TSU like that. Drake didn't put on
What the
for
hell,
us."
bro?
Yo, this isn't even a real school, B.
What they jerseys
What-
look
what
like?
is
They
it?
don't
They
have
got
jerseys.
Do they have uniforms?
They're like that football school where my
It's
man
Bishop
was on
Sycamore.
ESPN. Yes, they're Bishop Sycamore.
Is it?
Man, even the Mean Express had a goddamn
Look at that
uniform.
That don't even look like no real
Oh, yeah,
university,
I see.
bro.
Hell.
Nah, they look legit.
No, they
Look at the
don't.
lineman. Look at the lineman.
Their lineman looks like me right now. They out of shape, bro. Nah, that ain't gonna work. So, homecomings this week. You know, we will see. I know that.
That's an opportunity, bro. Don't
That
shit
look
on
like a
them
high school
kids, dog.
photo.
I'm shitting on them.
It's like a second chance university.
Yeah, it's
Last chance.
They're probably
Yeah.
second chance kids.
Get the
Last
hell out of
chance.
here,
Nah,
bro.
bro, that ain't gonna work. So, but
They don't
anyway,
even got matching shoes.
that's what I said. They don't even have matching
Niggas
pants.
don't have
How they
matching football cleats no more.
Yes, they do.
Niggas want to be flashy.
At least linemen
Oh,
don't.
linemen.
And
Yeah.
they ain't even wearing the big brace that linemen's supposed to wear.
yeah.
They just got their regular knee pads. They gonna be fucked up. Like they
See, look, and then it's division in that school already. All the black linemen got black shoes, and the white linemen got white shoes.
All right,
Why they
Dr.
gotta
Lamar,
be
give me this
black
phone back
eyed
here. Get me
peas?
pass that down. All right,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
let's talk about
North American University, more
Gotta
like
be
White
black eyed
American
peas.
University.
let's talk about a quick topic real quick. Obviously, the verdict has finally came down, and they got R. Kelly out of there. We don't know what his sentence is yet,
Mm-mm.
but I didn't even know he was up for racketeering.
I ain't neither.
Damn.
He got other charges too in other
No,
states.
but the one that matters is that racketeering.
a
That's
rap.
what they got the mob on.
It's a rap.
He out of there.
What is his prison sentence gonna be like?
I don't know, but
In-
I know
in
they,
one
they
state?
say in the 20s.
he
Or
got.
saying
multiple
that
states.
It's gonna be like 4 niggas that's just waiting. As soon as he walk in the door, all he gonna hear is "Happy people." Yeah. And then when he work in the kitchen duty, all he gonna hear
Boy,
is
he gonna be in
"All I'm ready to toss your chocolate while making love, girl. I'll be feasting."
Oh, God.
He gonna be,
This nigga
he gonna
couldn't
be
wait to
making
get
that
them
tomato
jokes off.
paste for sex in the kitchen.
Cutting up to
Hey, that nigga cellmate. That nigga cellmate.
I seen a meme. They was like, "Hey, we gonna do same girl. I'll be Usher." I was like, "God damn,
Nah,
dog."
like, but for real though, man. Like, first off, justice for the young
That
women
guy is done.
and the
All the
one
women.
and
That's
the one
crazy.
man who got involved also, because there is one man who said that R. Kelly coerced him into doing fellatio one time after a show, so he was also a part of this suit as well. So justice for them
Wait,
is
Yeah.
I'm
What?
sorry. Time
Yeah.
out. Time out.
Yeah, that
What?
happened.
Throw the flag. Hold up. He said he coerced
him.
that tequila with friends.
I know. Yeah,
Shout out
coerced.
to the plug.
Coerced.
Coerced. I know how to spell it. COERC.
Okay,
Oh,
this
you know what
spelling
I'm
bee is going
Yeah,
down.
we gotta do
that is going down.
We gotta do the spelling bee. That shit
He
is funny.
said that another grown man coerced him.
Coerced him. Coerced.
Sorry. What did nigga say
T,
on
pull
white
your
chicks?
mic a
Made
little.
him.
Sorry.
pull your mic a
I
little
got a
this
big
way.
tongue.
Go ahead.
Coerced him
Yes.
and to giving him fellatio.
Fellatio. Filleted him.
Another grown man.
Filleted him. Yes.
But is it like openly gay or
I don't know.
No, he said he was trying to get in the game.
Yeah, he was just
and
trying to be
he's-
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And R. Kelly coerced him to
His
sexual
testimony
acts.
was
This
that.
is the same thing he did with the women.
Yeah.
so this gentleman was trying to be an R&B singer, sang about ladies loving him and the dude he thought to put him on told him, give me some head if you show me like to
I
show
don't
me
know.
that.
Well, look,
I'm paraphrasing,
Hey,
but that's what he
But you're
went.
getting.
That's where
I
he
don't
went.
even want because you getting so deep into it that now we got to picture the shit.
But that's wild.
Wait, no, that's your fault. I don't have a picture.
I don't either.
But
that's
because he's breaking
insane.
it down like it's like dog.
That's
look,
wow.
First off, R. Kelly, we know he's a creep,
That's what
bro.
he did with
That's what he did with the
everybody
I
else.
girls
am
That's
too.
what
not
he did with the
passionate
women.
about nothing that much.
CT
I'ma
is already
pound
leaving
you
us
out,
for a night
literally.
with Drake. She
Absolutely.
said she going for a night with Drake. She
Absolutely.
No,
don't
that's crazy though, bro. You trying to be an R&B singer to sing to the ladies.
Yes.
Take off your red dress.
Nigga, that's Johnny.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
But you know, Johnny
And
Gill
you
has
just
some tendencies himself.
and I ain't getting in all that, but you gave head
Yes.
to be an R&B singer,
To be an R&B love singer.
and then you went and testified and pointed
He didn't point. It was written.
that meme with
Yeah,
that
he
dude.
was-
I know where he was
That
pointing
was-
at.
That's one of the funniest memes
Nah,
ever.
it wasn't that.
But that is insane to me.
But what do y'all think though? I mean, what do y'all think the sentence will look like?
I think he said it was 20 plus, something like that. But he got more cases.
So you think he'll spend his life in prison?
Yeah, he
So I
ain't
think he'll
seeing
finish
daylight.
one sentence and then he'll go to another state.
Yeah, because
Finish
he's
that
got
sentence.
California,
He's got the Darren
He got
Illinois,
Minnesota.
and Minnesota,
And New York.
New York.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
those are the
over.
four.
He
Damn,
over.
that's crazy.
Every time that one sentence in, he go to the next one. He gonna be, if I could turn back the
Now on a
hand
serious tip,
of time.
did y'all already throw away his catalog? Because by the way, now if we talking music, he has no. If
Never
we
had
talking
it.
music, he has top 3 best catalog. Before we got into all this shit, he does.
I've been through that nigga.
Okay,
shit
so
away.
I'm asking y'all, have y'all been through away his catalog?
I've been
Like
on
deleted?
record on wax. I ain't listen to this man shit.
When you're
Not
out,
listening.
when you're out,
I don't
is they-
listen. Like if I'm out somewhere and for whatever some ignorant DJ decides to play fucking Happy People or something, which I don't know why I would be at a function where somebody's playing R. Kelly dance songs.
What about a
but
feature?
I'm not even. No,
Nothing.
fuck it.
Okay.
Nigga,
No,
sis,
I'm not listening.
But see, this is the thing.
Please.
Hold on. This is the thing. I don't think y'all realize how much music R. Kelly has
He
wrote.
has.
No.
How much he has
It's
I,
produced.
can't, I don't
about
even
he
listen to
wrote,
the songs
though.
with Aaliyah. Like I just can't. I'm not
All of
supporting
Aaliyah's
him.
catalog.
For me, if he's singing it,
like I'm jamming.
I
all
don't
that.
listen it.
No, hell no.
I don't listen to
I'm
it.
talking
Can you
about the
jam
Aaliyah
Aaliyah?
shit.
Can you jam Aaliyah?
I don't jam the early stuff because I never really listened to that.
What about
anyway.
4-page letter?
4-page letter.
No, I liked if
One in
your
a million?
girl
Only
only
R.
That's
Kelly?
my
That's
shit.
still R. Kelly.
R.
But
Kelly had a big influence
that's
on all
Aaliyah.
of Aaliyah's
I'm-
career.
That's my
I respect
best.
that. I respect that.
And
Because
it's
one of my
her-
favorite
it's her
songs-
art.
One of my
It's her
favorite
art.
songs ever is "Fortunate" by Maxwell, and he wrote that.
He did right
Is
there.
But he didn't sing it.
but the thing, this what she just said. She said that's her art. Now that'll be to me. That'll be warranted if it was like like how Jermaine Dupri write songs, but the girl sang it. But I would say Mariah Carey. That's her art. Now, R. Kelly can sing that song. It'll probably be bigger if he.
But he
would've
didn't
sung
know.
that song.
But he didn't know. But he didn't know.
So it's just like you can't really say, "Oh, well, that's."
But
their
you
art,"
can because he didn't
You know
know.
that he can sing that song and make it
He
live
could,
too.
but he didn't.
Mm.
I feel you.
So if somebody wrote a song for me, And people are like, nah, I'm protesting T because fuck that nigga, like da da da. And I'm like, but it's my song and I worked really hard at it and I performed it for like 10 years and da 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 da.
Why are you making that face?
Because I'm looking at this dude like advocate for this dude.
No, I'm not. I'm just
He's
playing the
not.
other
He just-
side
he
so
just
we can
said
make
he
a
did.
conversation out of it.
Mama.
All right, listen. Okay, so here's my question then. R. Kelly is kind of the first domino. Are there any other people that we think?
No. Matter of fact, what's crazy to me, I just heard yesterday on the radio. Did you hear Cosby's lawyer?
Oh yeah.
No,
Talk about
what
it.
happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
He says
Just taking the narrative
He
Yeah.
says that R. Kelly is a victim of the cancel culture and that he should win the appeal, and he's just a black man that they're trying to tear
He's
down.
definitely not winning the appeal.
And all this, that, and the third. And it's like he's a representation of Cosby. He was saying like these are Cosby words. And I was like, this is the last person you want advocating for you.
For
like
real.
this is the person that you want coming to your rescue.
Are we all hypocrites though? Because did y'all watch the tape when it came out?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
I
We
was a
did.
kid.
I was a kid.
But like
That was getting barbershop niggas was passing. The grown niggas was talking about it and passing it around.
I
I was a
mean,
kid.
I was a kid.
I was in elementary school when that tape came out.
I remember we had the VA. We had the tape for a little while. Like, we
how old was
watched
I
it.
when that came out?
You was 20.
Nah, I wasn't in college.
Yes, you was.
No,
That
I
was like
wasn't.
99.
I wasn't in college yet.
That was like
I think
99.
I was a senior in high school.
I was in elementary
That was
school.
like
And y'all watched that at
2000,
elementary?
Yeah.
I remember my
What kind
home-
of upbringing?
my homeboy partner, my homeboy older brother
What
had
y'all
the tape,
doing?
and
Dog.
we watched it at his house, and I was like,
We watched
yo,
so much inappropriate
T
shit.
looks disgusted with
I'm
us.
so disgusted.
Why are you disgusted with us,
Because
T?
it is I don't. Okay, I'm not gonna get
At the
into
look,
it.
look,
At the
T,
time,
But
look,
all
T,
of it,
you gotta
all of it
understand.
is disgusting. Just
It
all
is.
of it.
In
Every single
hindsight.
part.
In hindsight.
Every
They talked
single
about
part.
that shit on movies and shit.
Well, it was a big
I
joke.
mean, Dave
It was a
Chappelle
big
made the
joke.
whole
Yeah,
thing.
Exactly. So that's
But
what I'm saying.
but
Everybody
now-
thought it was a joke and it was
It was,
damn.
yeah, it was a big joke at the time.
Yeah.
But like as you grow into a mature adult and you realize the shit that was going on, even like age ain't nothing but a number. Like
Yeah,
that
those
song,
are wild
when you
songs.
think about it,
Those are wild
when
songs.
you think about it, you're like, that shit is
Now,
disgusting.
is it as an adult? Is it you think like that as an adult, or is it the times we're in?
no,
No,
you
as-
think like that as an
after
adult.
Because
I saw that-
like I told
But
you,
no,
the adults was passing it around.
No, but you
and
think
talking about
think
it.
like that as an adult, and it's the times we're in, but also like sometimes you just know right from wrong. I was like, when you're a 14-year-old girl and you have grown ass men approaching you, like trying to holler at you, like either sometimes you have that voice in you that's like,
Exactly.
I don't really think that's right. And when you actually have to go through that, bruh, I found out a couple weeks ago that this dude, he was a singer. He was a singer. He had videos on BET. He just died like a couple weeks ago. But this man, it was my 14th birthday, and he was 28 at the time, and he tried to holler at me. He asked me, one of the first things he asked me was, "How old are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm 14." He said, "When did you turn 14?" I said, "Today." And he was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, so
that's
you was
wild.
13
See, that's
yesterday?"
wild.
Like
Wow.
that's some wild
That's
shit.
wild.
I used
Yo,
to
that's
see that.
wild.
We used to
shit.
go.
I
He
used
was
to see
a
that, though.
singer.
I used to see that
I've
all
seen
the
that,
time.
though.
He was he's
It's
from
not-
Atlanta, like
Yeah.
in the
Fucked up.
industry. And if I thank God I had a really good upbringing because I knew better. Because I could have been I would have been like, oh well, he got a video on
You could have been on
BET
Surviving,
right
whoever
now.
this dude
So
is.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get in there, but I was like,
damn.
I'm cool. Like, thanks. So we talked for a good 20 minutes, and he's like, "You're so beautiful. You're so
man.
you're so smart, mature for your age." Like trying to groom me.
Niggas
And I was
gonna
like,
have, you
I
gonna survive in midnight
Bruh,
love.
dead ass. Surviving. What
What
was
was that?
Midnight Love.
BET Uncut. Surviving BET Uncut.
Nah, he was
No,
an
no,
R&B
no, it was
singer.
Midnight
Love.
Love,
Yo.
Midnight Love.
Midnight
Yo,
Love.
what was the girl who did the show on Saturday mornings?
Cedar's World.
Yeah, I was thinking
No.
about Cedar.
That
She
that
used to be-
robotic shit. That
Nah, she used to be
cartoon
on.
shit.
She used to be on the beach. Y'all
I
know who
you
I'm talking about.
Wait,
I know
her
who you
name
talking about.
A?
She was the girl that was Kevin Hart's lady on Paper Soldiers.
Bro,
Oh
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
Amanda.
yeah,
What was
yeah,
the
yeah.
show?
Amanda? No.
Damn, what was
she
her
MTV.
name?
I
Fuck
love.
that,
Yo,
fuck
I
that.
loved her.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
was
yeah.
on Paper Soldiers.
Like-
she
like-
played his wife.
Let me see.
Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. Whenever they find your name, because you're probably 62 right now, still bad. Find me, okay? I'm in Houston, Texas. I'm leaving my family. What's her name?
No.
She had a show.
Tiffany Weathers.
No, it was a show. It's like one.
That's her name, though.
No, her name is like a one-word name.
Nigga, her name was Tiffany Weathers.
Yeah.
What was the name of the show?
Tiffany Weathers.
Nah, it's not Tiffany Weathers, bro. It was a show.
Tiffany Weathers.
I'll find out. I will find out.
Not MTV?
Hold on.
No, it was definitely BET.
I know.
Because you remember they had Soul. What was the
BET.com.
What was the show?
Hold on.
I will tell.
Countdown. She was the Countdown.
No, she had her own show.
He's not talking about that
You're
girl.
not talking about Free.
He's not talking about that girl.
No, I'm gonna tell y'all who it is. But while I'm looking that up, let's transition into
Ananda was MTV.
No. I'm gonna tell you who it is. But while I'm looking it up though, let's transition into NBA. White. You had she's definitely not a Nubian white queen. This is a black queen. So look, while I'm looking it up. Let's go to vaccines and...
You had a white girlfriend.
What's going on? Who?
You.
Never in my life. Not one time.
A white girlfriend.
I've never had a white girlfriend. Never in my life. You tripping.
Nah, I'm just asking.
Yeah, you tripping.
I'm talking about
a white girlfriend.
You know, you probably,
I've never had a white girlfriend.
A girlfriend.
Never.
Okay.
You're a wild boy for saying that too.
Yeah,
you're wild.
You calling them queens.
Yeah, no, I call white kings and queens because I'm respecting our white audience. You got a white partner that came to the studio.
Man, that nigga know his
So I'm respecting our white audience.
He got a boundary.
And I'm giving him the boundary also.
No.
But I ain't never brought a white girl. Still, white Nubian queens. I appreciate y'all, but I've never brought one home to mama, for real. Not happy.
Look, I'm just talking about you holding hands with him in the hallway.
No, why would I do that?
I'm just saying.
I barely hold hands now. Shit, who you talking to?
My son's mother half white.
I mean, my wife is half white, so I ain't tripping on that. But I've never had
I'm talking about white.
No, I've never had a full white Nubian queen. No, as a girlfriend. Never. Never.
You had a white boyfriend before?
Nah, I've never dated outside my race at all. I have not.
You had a white girlfriend?
And I have nothing against.
I'll start asking motherfuckers.
Look, I have not had luck. If there's somebody out there that looks like Travis Kelce,
Oh, Lord.
I'm available.
With the beard and no beard.
With the beard.
You set
Gotta
yourself
be with
up.
the beard.
You just want the look then. You don't want no white boy.
I don't.
That's what I'm saying. You just want the,
But if I could get, a little swaggy white boy.
Get a couple
So Travis
pictures.
Kelce is swaggy.
Couple pictures on Instagram.
If he's an ally
No.
and he's a beautiful, beautiful white chocolate man with a beard, I will take it.
White chocolate man. See,
available.
so she got a new phrase. I didn't add chocolate in there. I said Nubian.
She
I
talking
said
about
white
the
chocolate. I
swag.
said white chocolate.
Talking about the
You
flavor.
talking about Nubian.
Look,
Like they got melanin.
We're
This
probably gonna
Nubian
get canceled.
This Nubian king queen.
You think Jason Williams like?
Oh,
White chocolate?
And he had a
Like-
he had a 5X T-shirt that said Ho Depot.
Yeah.
He a real one.
Everybody fucked with Jason Williams, but
I'm just
that
saying, like the
Jason
true,
Williams-
like
He a real one.
Jason-
true.
white
Any
chocolate
country,
was harder than
like country
Jason
white
Williams
boys
from
are
Duke.
different.
He a real one.
Country white boys are different.
He
In my
West
eyes.
Virginia.
Yeah, and you
Grew
grew
up
around
Randy
blacks.
Moss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you grow up around black people,
y'all
that's
still ain't
that's
black,
different.
but it's just different.
Yeah, but they don't get a pass to say the N word though.
Yeah,
No.
they don't. But it's different. You
And like
get
my
it.
Chicano friends, I be telling them like I now they know like
I've had a Hispanic girlfriend though when I lived in New Mexico.
Yeah, I've had a Hispanic.
Yeah.
back in. The day.
I'm saying though like I had
Do they not
Chicano
count?
friends that like I just slapped like no, don't say that. Like I gave you one warning, don't say that no more. And it was that like
Hispanic.
A lot of people feel like they get a pass because they have that one black friend that's like, oh, well, my best friend's
Nah.
black, and they let me say it all the
Cause
time.
nigga gonna fold you.
I don't allow that also. But
all it take is one black guy to not.
Even if it's somebody you're dating.
yeah, because the one black person who doesn't like what you say, and then they fold you in front of your group of
Yeah.
friends, then you got a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
So I agree with
You
that.
just don't do it.
Yeah. So okay, NBA.
Okay, NBA.
We had
Bradley
press for the first week. Each team had their press availability, and there were 2 people or 3 people that stood out to me. One, Braun said that he made the best decision for his family and his team, got the vaccine. Kyrie wasn't even in the building on Zoom and talking some crazy shit personally, and I'll get into that here in a second. And then Bradley Beal really went nuts. Like, this dude was talking about, like, vaccines don't help. I've never been a fan of vaccines. So
That boy.
what is going on
You're
with
missing
First
two.
of all,
who's the
You
other
make
two?
the whole hand.
I'm not gonna do Andrew Wiggins.
Jonathan Isaac.
No, I wouldn't even, because he hurt still.
No, he talked.
yeah, he talked.
He
His
talked.
words,
But he hurt,
his words
though.
matter.
He talked.
I know, but he hurt.
And
Jo-
Michael Porter Jr.
But he got the vaccine though.
No, he don't.
Oh, I thought he did.
No.
First of all, what type of questions are these motherfuckers asking?
They're not asking him no
Oh, they
questions.
just saying this shit freely?
Just
And because they
openly.
can't show up to arenas. Like, a lot of these guys, they can't even get into their
So,
workplace.
Michael Porter
Anybody,
Jr.
if you play in New York, if you play in
California,
if you are not back, they can't. They're not gonna get paid.
You can't even
Like,
come to the
NBA
arena.
Just said
So
that. They're not
Kyrie
gonna get
Irving is
paid.
going to play away games.
Yeah. Right now.
He can't play home games.
But
though,
go ahead,
and
Casey.
he won't get paid.
Michael Porter Jr. just
It
got
would be
5
Kyrie.
years, $207 million. And when it came up, he said he's not comfortable with the vaccine. First off, he was homeschooled throughout his whole year because he never got vaccinations.
See, I didn't realize
His
that.
mom,
Oh, shit.
his mom is
I
white,
didn't know that.
so they never vaccinated the kids. And then he said that he had COVID twice.
He did.
And he said that he bounced back. Pretty much what Jonathan Isaac said. I'm young. I'm physically fit. My own natural antibodies makes me stronger from this. I don't know.
I'm strong like ox.
Like, it's like, dog, just take the shot
take it.
and get the shit over with.
Ain't shit gonna happen to you.
I don't knock it. Like, you have the choice. They give you the choice. Whatever. And even if they didn't, people break the law all the time. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and be like, oh, you gotta appease the law. If you break the law, that's your choice to break. At the same time, it's like, dog, I played for a team. So if I'm like against what my team can make my team prosper, then I'm a bad teammate.
That's what I think is happening.
So
Yeah.
it's like, it's a give and take. It's not like you're working at Office Max and you just don't want to take the vaccine. You work for the NBA and you around these players, so you could possibly jeopardize them and your team, and then the fans, then the corporation,
The money.
and all the money.
And the thing that's kind of frustrating me, and I know he's probably the most frustrated.
Cat.
Karl Anthony Towns' mom died.
Dog.
He had
And he had-
several family members
But his
die.
mom
His
died.
mom,
Like,
but
He had
That's
5
several-
members die.
I know, but
and
mom.
he had it.
But
no,
what
I know.
like,
I'm not
yeah, like, that's what
downplaying
I'm
the
saying,
mom.
like-
I'm not
Yeah, not
downplaying
your
the
mom.
mom
Not at all.
whatsoever.
I read his, and shout out to our mama. Our mama's birthday was today.
Happy birthday.
Shout out.
So, I read his article, and I almost cried.
Mm-hmm.
Dude had it rough
yeah,
last year.
he did.
He lost, when he got COVID, he lost 50 pounds
Yep.
of muscle.
Of muscle. Yep.
He lost. He said when he came
And
back,
that's easy. You know that.
I know
with your
that,
leg,
yeah.
he said when he came back, he was about the size of D'Angelo Russell at
Yep.
7 foot.
Yeah.
And they wanted him to go right
that's,
back
yeah.
into
that's,
the game.
that's what I
Yeah.
said. They said that they told him you could play the next night. That's
Hell no.
nuts to
He
me.
said, I look like a wing player.
Yep.
And I couldn't even like post up. They wanted me to do all. He was like, and then he wasn't even playing yet. And they was at a away game, I think in Florida, I want to say, I
Okay.
read. And he had a panic attack in the first quarter and called his agent like crying hard as hell. I probably can't do this no more.
Yeah.
Like he thought he was done. He was like, I don't know if he's like, I'm scared. I'm thinking anything can give it to me again. This, that, and the third. It's like, dog.
Yeah.
Nobody taking to
nobody
account
taking into account that at all.
this man went
Yeah.
through
He went through
absolutely
everything.
hell. Ain't even get a chance to grieve, really.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kyrie, and his was the most puzzling to me.
Are we surprised?
He's a flat earther.
No, but this
Exactly.
this was
Number
weird
one.
to me because first off, he was on the he's on the Zoom, so they clearly know he didn't get the vaccine. And then he's like, "Well, we're gonna figure this out as a team." No, you need to figure it out. It ain't the team.
They got New
And then
York politicians telling him like, we want to root for you. We want to cheer for you. Just get the vaccine.
Just get the vaccine. And look, I'm not telling people in their normal lives to get the vaccine. I'm not gonna do that. But in this case, the NBA that type of fraternity, that type of brotherhood, you got to look out for the next person next to you.
Exactly.
That's just kind of how
you gotta
I feel
share
about it.
lockers. Lockers is right to the
next to
left
you.
and right to you. You share showers, all that
They
stuff.
share.
Yeah.
They share. They're with each other all the
All
time.
the time. They
Meeting
talk
rooms,
about
on the court. Your families are mixed in with each other.
exactly. They're with their teammates sometimes more than their families.
They are. They
Are,
absolutely
not even
are.
sometimes.
Not even
So
sometimes.
y'all
They
leaning
are.
toward-
They're
y'all-
traveling together. Whenever they're on the road and they have a long road stretch, they're with
Planes.
their
Y'all leaning
teammates
towards
more
them
than they're
being
with their
more
families.
stubborn than just.
If 96% of the league has the vaccine, the 4% are the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it was like 50-50, then maybe I'd be like,
Yeah.
But this is like 96%
like
because
100% of the
and
Rockets
these
are done.
guys
100% of the
aren't-
Clippers
are done.
100%.
Yeah.
Lakers,
all
done.
that- like get with the times at
These,
this point.
these aren't guys that just got called up from the G League or anything like that. We're talking about stars of the faces of the NBA. And now my thing is now you have the wrong crowd. You have the Republicans. You got Ted Cruz. You got Clay Travises of the world talking about, I used to not like NBA players talking about anything other than sports, when they were getting killed by the cops and things like that. But now,
I'm with it.
now I love NBA players
Yeah.
talking about things. Other
And see,
than
they don't
sports.
understand they being used as pawns.
Of
like,
course, they don't
Ted
understand.
Cruz
They don't
say-
see.
Ted Cruz
I
said
know.
he backs LeBron,
Blonde.
backs
Yes.
Brad Beal, backs Andrew Wiggins. This dude is vaccinated.
They don't understand they being used as pawns. And that's what, again, this isn't we're not on here to tell people what to do with your body because we don't care. But in the NBA instance, we don't.
Put the camera on.
we do not care.
Hey, I don't care.
We don't care.
Do you, boo-boo?
But in the NBA, if you are going to be a part of this organization, the vaccine is probably important. Look at what's happening with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has had COVID a couple times.
Twice.
And he is one of those guys who was like, yeah, I'm going to just try to take my chances. Kirk Cousins, take their chances. If you miss a game in the NFL, you lose your check. If your team has to miss a game because of COVID, you forfeit the game.
Nope.
That is almost $100 million per game in the NFL.
And the NFL players not getting money like NBA players.
No, it's not even guaranteed.
So frustrating.
Yeah.
Like you are you're not jeopardizing 11 people. You're jeopardizing 53 people plus practice squad because you don't want to get a vaccine.
But they trying to stand on their principle, and I respect that. I respect people who stand on their principle, but not out of ignorance. Like some of the stuff that I've heard, it just doesn't seem like it's well researched.
Listen to what Bradley Beal said. If
Now,
you
what did he
haven't
say
watched it,
exactly?
He was like, I just think it's funny how you can still get COVID even if you get the vaccine. Like, so, I researched it. It's like the same thing everybody else has said. I did my own research, and I mean, if I'm gonna still get COVID, even if I got the vaccine, I don't understand why I need to get it. It's my choice. Da, 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 da. But you didn't research it if you don't understand how you can still get COVID. And they were like, oh, well, it just prevents you from going to the hospital. Like, sir,
I wouldn't want to go
that's
to
the
the
whole
hospital.
point.
Yeah.
that's the whole fucking point. And like people just, I think it's selfish. I know you're like, oh, we don't tell people what to do with their bodies, but I think it's selfish. You're not thinking of other people. There are people with children who have cancer and can't go into the emergency room because all the beds are filled with people that have COVID.
You know how much hospital bills cost?
It's fucking expensive.
Nah, I
As a
would
person who just
say-
recently had knee surgery, yes.
If you step foot into a ambulance and that whole if that whole drive even a meter, that's $800
Nope.
off the rip.
Yeah, it's
Nope.
expensive, bro.
It's
Hospitals are
expensive
crazy.
as hell.
Off the
I-
rip.
mm,
I ain't gonna lie. If this was early, like if they just put out the vaccine and the NBA told them they don't have to get it,
I wouldn't
I
trip.
get it
Yeah.
because I was that way. I
It's
was
been a year
waiting.
now.
I was waiting until I heard testimonies from people in my family, friends, like, and then I got it eventually, and I was
It's
cool.
been a year now.
That's what I'm
Not me.
saying. But
As soon
now
as-
it's
as
just
soon as
like,
COVID hit. I
all
was
right, like
put me in line.
niggas done had it
Put
for
me in the
about
game,
7
coach.
months. When
And
did
they
they come
ain't
out
turned
with
it.
it?
And we
They
ain't
turned
turned
into
into
zombies.
A
zombies
zombie,
yet.
we didn't
Yeah.
grow a third arm.
Yeah,
Some people
The
did look.
microchip might be
Some people y'all
activated.
do look like zombies though. Anyway, so y'all need to get checked out. But and on to another interview that I want to talk about real quick. Will Smith and his GQ interview. I'll take some more zombie juice.
I'm a zombie.
Will Smith and his interview with GQ. Did anybody read or see
I
any
read
of that
an
detail?
excerpt.
I've seen
I have no idea.
Yeah, I've seen it. So
So
Yeah.
Will is 54 now? 54? That all?
I think so.
Something
I
like
think
that.
some 50 something. Yeah.
I think he's fed up. I think he
With?
was fed up with being a meme last year from crying over the Red Table Talk. I think he was fed up with not really telling the story of what happened. And he spilled the beans in this shit.
People know he been fucking around.
We know that, but I think he had to let people know it ain't just Jada.
It's just like that's like the embarrassing when you embarrass or something, and then you
gotta
put it out there
I
like,
got you.
hey man.
But who knew he was gonna do that? First off, I didn't know he didn't like slave movies.
Yeah. No,
he was supposed to
said
be
that
Django.
before. He's
I
supposed to be
didn't
Django.
know that.
He was supposed to be Django.
Okay, I did not know
he
that.
He wanted to make it. Oh God, I'm so glad he wasn't Django. Because that's like one of my favorite movies.
He wouldn't have did it right.
He wanted to make it to where like the ending was like some corny shit. I can't remember. I remember like hearing about it, and I was just like, thank God. That's the only thing that Quentin Tarantino got right. Because, Quentin Tarantino be kind of off the charts.
He do be
with
off the
his
charts
shit.
sometimes. He do.
But that was the best thing he did, because if Will Smith was Django, he would have ruined that movie, like, by far. He wanted to just, like, make that whole, like, shit. You remember how bad, what was that superhero movie he did?
Hancock.
Hancock started so good.
Yeah.
And ended so bad.
Yeah.
Because he made it a love story.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it should
That's
have.
how
It was good.
Django was going to be.
He should have been piping down broads.
70% of
Like,
Hancock was good.
great.
It was.
And then it got to that mushy shit.
Yeah,
It
he
was
shouldn't have
like,
did that.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shouldn't have did that. But so the crazy thing is how he started spilling the beans on their relationship.
Yeah.
So there's no one way to have a relationship. I always say that anytime we talk about people's relationship, because we're not a gossip podcast. But my man was spilling the beans. Like saying, yo, Jada really didn't want to be married. So this is a non-traditional relationship. That's why our kids are raised in a non-traditional way. Because, to be honest, some people would say maybe the kids, they went a different path than most people would. And then I think last year when they did that Red Table, or was it last year?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Damn, time flies.
Yeah.
So when they did that Red Table, he said he became a meme.
Yeah.
He
And
did.
he didn't like becoming a meme.
He did.
So I think he just had to get his shit off.
Man, and then I feel him on that because she in love with Tupac. Every
Yeah, his birthday's like next week.
Yeah.
Every year she do something embarrassing.
Yeah.
Remember that poem she's released?
She be-
This man was just
Yeah,
extra
like,
passionate.
God,
Yo, that
damn.
release
Nothing
poem
wrong with
was
being passionate. The
wild.
man is dead.
First off, she a rock singer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's enough
That's
to be
enough.
like, hey, man, shit.
And then the kids situation, and then she's on Red Table. I mean, like the Red Tables, I've seen a couple of them. It's cool. I mean, but some of the shit that they go into is just like
She must got something that the Lord made, because Will has
See,
hung in there
I don't
through all of that.
understand why though that back, because with that particular Red Table Talk, he knew she was going on there to talk about it. Like, he knew everything that was about to happen.
Yeah,
So-
but what happens, and maybe I'll speak for a male's perspective.
Oh, Lord.
I don't think he understood how he would feel once it was said in public. See, because you think you're prepared
You're
for something.
assuming.
That's why he was about to cry. And that's why he did this GQ. I think when something's said in public and the world can know what's really under the hood, I think he just didn't know how to react at that
And
time.
they got a big ass X on that calendar between July and September. That nigga just like X the shit out that hoe. Like,
and I think that's why he started jumping out of planes, to be honest.
remember
Bro,
that picture that went like
he's been
viral with that? He
jumping
looked
out
like
of-
Uncle Phil when he was
Yeah.
like about the bungee.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest
He been
shit
jumping
ever.
like this dude has been on some weird shit since that Red Table.
I feel like he always has.
No,
Nah,
been,
he
though.
always
jumped
been
out. He did
adventurous
that.
and
Remember
shit.
when
Yeah.
the videos? What was the like? I think it was like a TikTok or something where they was dancing or some shit, and he made that video, but he was like on top of a building, and his shit like stumped everybody's.
Yeah, but that was when he
Oh,
first got
yeah,
on
yeah.
TikTok
Oh,
though.
yeah,
Like all
yeah,
his first videos, yes, they've been
the
great.
Drake song. I think.
But since
Yeah, something
then,
like that.
he been doing all this like daredevil shit. Like jumping out of plane. He was not doing that until he turned 50. He talked about it in the
no.
article. He said, when I turned 50, I started just like living free. But then after that Red Table, I think it kind of changed him.
Did he use some word unmonogamy? What did he say?
Non-monogamy.
Non-monogamy.
Yeah.
So-
And he said that it was spurred on by Jada.
Yeah, well, she talked about that in one of her red table talks. Like she'll have somebody, and they're in the same house. They'll have their little dates, and sometimes fellowship amongst each other.
I feel like.
Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
Question.
Yes, answer.
You're a married man.
I am a married man.
So you talk about all the time how, such and such. You just said it today. Like if such and such came up, you leave your wife.
Yes.
If your wife said, "Hey, I want to bring someone else into the picture,"
relationships are
then y'all need counseling.
The only thing that you do in a relationship, look at this dude. The only thing you do in a relationship is compromise. That's what relationships are.
Yeah, it's a balance.
It's a give and a take. Like sometimes, like let's say relationship is tug of war. Sometimes you'll be further along on this end, and sometimes it's gonna be on the other end. And I just feel like if that was the scenario presented, then it has to be a longer form conversation about what does this look like.
Oh, he said just her.
No, that's not what he said in the beginning. That's not what he said in the beginning.
That perm, whatever, just for her.
No, just for me. No lie conditioner and relaxer free. I know that whole song with body and style that's worry free. JUSTFORME. Like, yeah, I know that whole shit. Like,
you're old as hell.
I'm old. Yeah, that's what I.
Nah, that shit crazy though. Like if the woman presented it, I mean, it's crazy even if the dude.
It's crazy. Period. Yeah,
it's crazy. Period. First off,
but as a relationship, you have to. There's compromise, man. When you've been in the game as long as Will and Jada been in the game, especially, there's gonna be a lot of shit that goes down, and the fact that they even made it in Hollywood this long, that's why I'm glad Will got his shit off finally. He had to go out there and tell this story. Relationships they're not the easiest thing.
Because he had like skeletons.
Yeah,
in the
he did have skeletons.
Too.
And he became a meme.
Everybody knew that though. Everybody a long time ago, before social media, knew that they were both. It was rumors like, oh, they swingers.
But what he said, it was Jada though. He said it started with Jada though.
And what's crazy though,
he once said, or somebody said that on movie sets and shit, she'll be in the back of the director like, nah, do her like this, like sex scene shit, like just telling him what to do.
In my life.
I've heard that. She'll be back there telling them.
Hollywood.
Yeah, you act like Hollywood Unlocked. I've never heard that in my life.
I've never heard Hollywood correspondent.
Yeah, I've never heard you. But what if that's your new name? Hollywood correspondent.
What if like I mean, because it's unsettling rumor also that he had like a rendezvous with Dwayne Martin.
I've never heard that.
That's
Tisha Campbell said some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
she had put
never heard that.
She said it on social media.
That's new to me.
She put that out on social media. But that's like
they real good friends.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that's different.
That's
so
wild.
I'm losing respect for Will right now.
Huh?
What? Oh, they got together?
Nigga.
I'm thinking you saying they was both hitting chicks.
No, fool. They said it was in each other.
They was centipede.
Nah.
They was centipede.
That's wild too.
Nah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
I won't accept that. Bro.
I won't either.
I won't accept that.
Google it.
I'm just saying I won't.
Somebody
can say that out of spite, but I won't.
Look, my search engine is already wild. The last thing I need to be Googling is Dwayne Martin.
Rim is my favorite fucking movie.
What I'm saying is this.
I got you.
First Prince is my favorite fucking show.
Wow. For that to be attached
it is to be a rumor. Yeah,
even
that's a wild.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got to come back and put this out there like, hey, non-monogamy, that's been our thing and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I would much
kind of like it meshes it together.
Yeah.
But with it, so you saying the red table with Jada in the August that messed Will up or whatever. But from what I got from that it was more of an emotional thing. So is that worse?
No,
what you're saying?
Hold on. So maybe I'll clarify. I don't think it messed Will up. Not the red table. I think just things being in public. Look, everyone has shit that's in private. And when something goes public, I don't think you know how to react.
But that situation in particular, like, is that worse? The emotional part of it?
Nah, look, I mean, Will passed that. Like they've been together for so long.
For you.
Nah, I don't care either way. Like, y'all really think I don't care. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm one of those type of people that I know that I cannot be everything for one person. So if that was the case, then that's the case. Obviously, right now, I don't believe it is the case.
That way?
No, she's saying that if it happened, like if I was at a red table And if it was an emotional situation that she had an emotional connection with someone, obviously I wasn't that emotional person that you needed. I'm not very emotional. I know my skill sets. So I know what I'm good at. And I know what I'm not good at. But if it was necessary that someone else needed to fill that void, I couldn't control that. Now, if I was a younger man, like 18, 19, 20, 21, I wouldn't be that mature. But I'm pretty mature now. I'm 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. So that's what I would say. And I'm being honest. Like my wife will tell you all this too.
Pipe game.
I know what I'm good at. So,
God damn.
all right, before we get out of here.
You see this D on my cap?
I don't have pecs for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
This came up.
You know, this big
Hey,
show.
do you-
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
No, I believe that.
Nah, all right, so last thing before we get out of here. Squid Game. We just talking about some Squid Game too.
Yeah, they call me the inkwell.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Oh God.
All right, Squid Game.
Dog. What the fuck kind of fucking series is this?
So first off, I think there's something wrong with my Netflix algorithm because all my shows are like, have y'all ever watched The Platform?
No.
Okay, so The Platform's a show where like you're in prison and they feed you on different levels.
Oh, with that girl, it's like a girl thing, right? It's women.
No,
in
that's
there?
Jailbirds.
that's Jailbirds. I haven't watched that one yet.
I watched that.
No. I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Platform,
It's a younger
like-
girl that's like the star.
Yeah, there's a girl that's the star.
Yeah.
But they feed you on different levels. That you have to watch it with subtitles.
Yeah.
Then I watched another show where it was like very similar. So somehow Squid Game came on my radar.
That
Mind you,
came on.
I'm
every-
only
Don't
on
spoil it for
episode
me.
4. Please don't spoil it.
I
I'm on
won't spoil it.
episode
Okay.
5.
Don't
I won't
spoil
spoil. Okay.
anything.
But the premise of Squid Game is people with you watch one without your queen. See, that's what you get. You in trouble already.
We
now.
were watching it together. Class, fellas. I'm like, look,
So look, hold
they
on.
gonna be talking about this on a pod. I gotta at least get 3 out the way.
We'll finish it next week. So next week.
I don't have school.
We watched
I'm good
4
Monday, so
yesterday.
I'm gonna finish
T,
it.
She's on 3. He's on 5. I'm
T,
just
by
let
next,
y'all know what's going
by next
on.
week,
It's
T,
drama.
you need to watch Squid Game. It seems like JC may not be everything for his lady right now, so she needs to go find a Netflix partner. So, but hold on. So
Using enough.
You want to watch it together?
Log in.
I got you. You done.
Wow,
You
that's
got the
funny.
So
picture.
hold on, but Squid Game.
Oh shit.
Squid Game.
We'll jump that.
I don't want to ruin it because y'all. But anyway, the basis is people with PlayStation helmets control. I'm giving y'all the real synopsis. People with PlayStation helmets
Square, triangle, and circle.
and PlayStation controller helmets
That's funny.
in South Korea. All of these people are in some dire need of finances.
They're dead.
Yes, finances. They need money, and they
love this shit.
they don't real. No, this is my favorite type of shit. This type of situation.
You'll be one of them niggas.
I would definitely be. I would be the nigga in the black.
That nigga mask is immaculate.
So let me tell y'all how much I like this shit. I looked on Amazon for that mask for Halloween, straight up.
Hey, that shouldn't be
Like
loud.
that shit be live. I looked at that shit on Halloween. So anyway, like
jumpsuits, man. Them jumpsuits be cracking me up every time.
Hey, somebody
don't ruin it.
somebody gonna do it.
Because T needs to watch it.
I'm
No, I
on
need to
episode
watch
4,
it.
but I
Don't
will
say
say this.
shit.
My favorite character by far is the old man.
Yeah, he's live.
Okay, so I'm not gonna ruin it for you. I'm not.
On the
Yes, you don't even know.
on the
You don't
first
even know.
episode.
Yeah.
On the first episode, when all that stuff was happening,
Yeah.
and he was just like,
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
and he took off. Well, I was crying.
Like, these
laughing
niggas don't know how to
so
play.
You
hard.
don't even know what's going on yet. So anyway, so Squid Game is where you play childhood
Kid
games, and from those childhood games, there are consequences. Since T hasn't watched it, I won't say what the consequences are. But when I say the first episode was shocking, by far the most shocked I've been watching TV.
I text
You
y'all.
texted. You know, you did a voice
y'all had
note.
me watch
You
it.
did a voice
send a
note.
voice
I sent it like 8 minutes into the show because at first I thought it was like a game show,
It is a game show.
but no, I thought it was like an actual game
Oh,
show.
right, yeah.
So when I saw the dialogue, I was like, what is going on? Put the camera on me. Because it threw me off when they first start. You know, on karate movies.
Yeah. Well, watch it with subtitles. That's what I do.
Yeah. I watched it with subtitles.
Yeah.
But they was talking like, you know. And so I'm like, what is going on?
Kill my family?
Yeah. I must. My family.
Fuck is this
I was
shit?
like, what the hell y'all got me watching? Because you and Can2 was advocates for this show.
Me and Can2 text
Bro,
separately
I was
about
like,
that
what
shit.
the fuck is this shit?
And then by the end of that first show, I was like, I apologize. This show is the shit.
The end of the first episode is so, and T, this won't ruin it. It is so dramatic that I was like, I have to figure out what happens next. And you only on 4.
I fell asleep.
Bro, when you get to like
How many episodes is it?
8.
God damn.
When you get to like 7, you're gonna do another voice note. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
No, don't tell me shit. I'm gonna probably watch 3 episodes tonight.
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this without giving it away. So Netflix always seems to like gather the masses with these little series. Like you had Bird Box.
Yeah, they do it great.
Out of nowhere.
They do it great. Out of nowhere.
You had Tiger King out of nowhere. Now you got this shit.
And they got a part 2.
Of what? Tiger King coming back. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but
everybody was watching before Squid Game. What was the shit with the husband got kidnapped?
Oh, clickbait.
Clickbait.
I still haven't
everybody
watched
was
that.
watching
I hadn't watched
clickbait
that.
at the
Yeah.
same time.
Everybody
that shit
watched
went viral.
Everybody watched the chess. The chess. Netflix had me intrigued by chess.
She fuck with that.
That show was amazing.
Yeah.
oh, Queen's Gambit.
Queen's
Yeah.
Gambit. I was like,
I didn't watch
I'm
that.
talking about like
when I
the
tore my knee
super
up,
viral
when I tore
shit.
my knee up, them Percocets didn't have me like figuring shit out like that. I was like, they gave me a bad back.
So this comes highly recommended from me. Go watch Squid Game. If you get past the first episode, you're hooked. I can promise you.
I've been meaning to watch it. It's in my queue. I just
Nah,
haven't
you
had
gotta
time.
watch
If you can get past the first,
When I get home, I fall asleep.
So when we talk next week, everyone should have finished all 8.
That's cute.
They 45 minutes. T, you can do it. They 45 minutes. Watch all 8 because I want to. Matter of fact, that's our next review. Squid Game, because it's that good. I want to do it now because there's something I want to get off my chest, and it's the game that JC just whispered to me.
Yeah.
Because there was some bullshit
that
in
actually
there.
will be cool. That'll be cool.
I will. And matter of fact, we should play it in here. Let's play it in here.
It ain't no
I
bullshit
don't
with
wanna have
that.
to give no.
It ain't no
copyright
bullshit with
stuff.
that.
What you mean?
I'm still.
No, you can do reviews. You just gotta knock it.
Yeah, we
seconds
just can't.
off.
We just
You
can't play the video.
You can't.
We
I
just can't
watch
play the
Marvel
video.
reviews all the
Yeah.
time.
I
just can't play
can't
the video.
do copyright no more.
We just can't play the video. But
Twitter
and
and
we'll
Instagram.
and we'll play. As a matter of fact, let's play the game. T, this won't ruin it because who cares? We can play the game with the envelope.
Oh,
Who cares?
Oh yeah, that game was wild.
Let's play that.
Cause ain't no man slapping me.
Stop! Don't ruin. You ruining it.
I mean, I don't know what it be.
No nigga slapping me like that.
Look, that's been episode. Look, hold on. Look, that's been.
Repeatedly.
Oh, first off, our message worked. People have been putting cups. It's happening slowly but surely. People putting cups in our comments. They commenting on the platform versus just the DMs. We still getting some DMs. We still getting some texts, but it's starting to slowly but surely transition to engagement.
Post them cups in the comments. YouTube. Even if you don't watch it, just go comment and like.
Exactly.
And subscribe.
And subscribe.
Those numbers accumulate.
We need 1,000
you know what I'm
followers on
saying?
YouTube.
Coerce?
You know what I'm saying? Coerce them hoes.
Coerce.
Man, that's been episode 163. We out.